Even though the time is different in the lobby than it is in the sanctuary, what we know is that this is the time for prayer. And so as we welcome our friends into the sanctuary, where we're truly going to anchor in gratitude, I ask that each and every one of us think of the quality of the divine that is expressing through you today, right here in this moment. And I'd like you to speak that quality out loud now. What I know to be true is that all that I heard and all that was not spoken out loud is the divine. It is joy, it is love and peace and harmony and order. And it is everywhere and everything. There's this beautiful current of love that moves in, through, and as all of God's creations. And knowing that every blade of grass, every mountain, every solar system is an expression of the divine, we just anchor into that allness and that oneness, that we are one with that. That I am an expression of the divine, whole and perfect, just the way I am. And each and every one of us expresses in our unique and beautiful divine ways. And this service, as I pray for this service and about this service, I know that this service unfolds in such ease and flow. And that it is created by these expressions of the divine. And they come in the form of the divine groove and our welcome and ambassadors and our Munch and Mingle folks and the stream team and youth and family ministry and the practitioners and our ministers and all of it, each and every beautiful, unique expression of the divine is what NVC service is what today is what this moment right now is. And so I'm so grateful to know that Reverend Lezli speaks that word of truth that is the divine truth of each and every one of us. And I know this perfect unfoldment of our service today, where everyone who comes, every journey that they're on, it doesn't matter, because we are NVC. We are this big, huge blanket and container of love and acceptance and peace. I'm just so grateful to know this truth of peace and harmony. And I release this truth into the word, into the law that just says yes. Knowing this truth with every ounce of my being, we anchor it together by saying, and so it is. Amen. Welcome to our pre-service meditation. My name is Maureen, and I am just so honored to be here and to be your practitioner this morning. And so, as we move ourselves into this quiet space, you can softly close your eyes or soften your gaze. And let's take a nice, deep, collective breath together. And again, let's inhale slowly through your nose and exhale gently through your nose and mouth. Allow the breath to soften your body, your shoulders, your face, your hands, and now feel yourself supported by the chair beneath you, by the ground beneath your feet, and by the loving presence that fills this very room. With each exhale, release anything you carried in with you, letting go of the morning, the to-do lists, or any thoughts of what's next. There is nowhere to be but here, and nowhere to go but inward. As you rest in this silence, become aware that you are surrounded by love. It may not always be visible, but it is always present, moving quietly through your life like a current beneath the surface. Imagine that every time someone has smiled at you, encouraged you, listened to you, or loved you, their kindness became a ripple in the great ocean of your life. See if you could feel those ripples now. Soft waves of energy expanding outward and returning again, touching your heart, reminding you that you are a part of something vast and loving. Allow memories or impressions of people arise naturally. Not to think about them, but to feel their essence. The warmth of a friend's laughter, the steady presence of someone who believes in you, the quiet blessing of a teacher, a neighbor, a loved one. Each one has added to the richness of your life. Their love and goodwill flow through you now, mingling with the love and goodwill that you have given to others. Now we enter into the quiet, allowing yourself to rest in the feeling of connection. Spirit moving through you and through all. For the next several minutes, simply be. No need to do anything. Just breathe and rest in love. As you continue to breathe and rest in love, imagine your heart glowing, radiant and full. And with every exhale, that glow expands, sending light and gratitude outward in all directions. See those ripples of love moving across the world, gentle, steady, unstoppable. You are a part of that flow, a giver and receiver of divine love. Rest in the giving and receiving of divine love as we continue in our sacred silence. Silently affirm, I am part of the great flow of love. I give and receive freely with an open heart. The ripples of my being bless the world. Begin to bring your awareness back to your breath. Notice the air flowing in and flowing out. Feel the chair steady beneath you. And take a nice, deep, nourishing breath in. And release it. And return fully into this moment. And when you feel ready, you can open your eyes. Namaste.
Good morning, beloved New Vision community. Please silence your cell phones and quiet anything that might distract from this moment. Let's turn our attention to these invitations. We are so glad you are here.
Good morning. Looking to connect and grow, join a class, or attend a meeting? It's a wonderful way to deepen your understanding and build community. Exciting workshops are coming up, and I'm here to tell you more about them. Hi, my name is Beth Weller, and welcome to New Vision Sunday Service. Join us for Living Spiritual Teaching this Wednesday with Susan Kirby. We'll explore our monthly theme, Dancing with the Richness of Life. Through spiritual practice and joyful connection, we'll open to the abundance of spirit and discover how life's richness is always dancing through us. No need to register, and all are welcome. Ladies, let's get ready for some inspiring women's connected gathering. Susan Kirby will share By Might or By Miracle, your choice. A powerful message about freedom, delight, and the miracles that come when you speak your truth. Don't miss the uplifting time of connection and celebration. It's happening next week. You know it's coming. Bring your family and friends, have lunch at the food truck, and explore over 30 vendors who are showcasing their talents and selling their creations just for you. Holiday shopping at its finest. Bring some cash, because not all the vendors take cards. Creatively connecting community, we'll see you there. Join practitioner Rachel Sartori for Visioning, a Way of Life, a transformative CSL accredited course. Together, we'll explore the practice of visioning, a journey that brings clarity, deepens relationships, empowers you to live your highest purpose. This is a practitioner prerequisite course. To register and learn more about all our offerings, you can go to the website and visit the calendar, or if you're here today, visit our in-person concierge table in the social hall with Joan. Stop by and say hi. That's it for now. We have a great service coming up, and you're invited to stand if you're able for the congregational song.
Woke up this morning with my mind set on spirit. Woke up this morning with my mind set on spirit. Woke up this morning with my mind set on spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Walking and talking with my mind set on spirit. Walking and talking with my mind set on spirit. Walking and talking with my mind set on spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Can't hate your neighbor with your mind set on spirit. Can't hate your neighbor with your mind set on spirit. Can't hate your neighbor with your mind set on spirit. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Good morning, New Vision Center. And good morning to the online campus. Oh, what a glorious day to be in Phoenix. When I opened up my phone and checked the temperature this morning, it said 71, and I scrolled through the whole day, and it stayed in the 70s the whole day. So much to be grateful for. My name is Reverend Lezli Goodwin. I'm the Associate Minister here at New Vision Center, and I will be your speaker today. And before we can get to that and all the other good stuff that's going to pile in, like amazing music from the Divine Groove, we have to open our service. And this requires all of us, you guys too, all of our consciousness come together. And it looks like this. We will have our gong rung 3 times by our gongster today. And then we will do some dropping into ourselves through those 3 rings. Then we'll have some chanting. We'll have a prayer from our practitioner of the day, Maureen. We'll do some more chanting, and when it's all complete and we come back together with open eyes and ready hearts, I invite you to ask yourself, do I feel more ready to receive? That's the question. Shall we begin? Let's do it.
Chamber of the Most High is the I am, is the I am. In the innermost chamber of the Most High is the I am, I am. In the innermost chamber of the Most High is the I am, is the I am. In the innermost chamber of the Most High is the I am, I am. Come on home, return, return. Come on home, return, return. In the innermost chamber of the Most High is the I am, is the I am. In the innermost chamber of the Most High is the I am, I am.
Oh, and in that innermost chamber, what I know is true is that love is being expressed. That love is what it is. And I call it God or sweet spirit or love or harmony. And no matter what I call it, no matter what we call it, it is this divine essence of love, this ribbon of love that moves in, through, and as every one of its creations. And that energy is never broken. Regardless of circumstance and situation, it is what it is. That love and that harmony is overflowing. And as I see God as this ocean of love, What I know is that it is made up of individual water drops, individual drops of expressions, and each and every one of those expressions is unique and beautiful and whole. And all of the expressions are ebbing and flowing with this thing called life. And I know that I am a drop of water in the ocean of life, perfect and whole just the way I am. And knowing that we are all one together, we are all united, I know that everyone within the sound of my voice and beyond is also an expression of the divine, unique, beautiful, and expressing in so many ways. And so I speak my word on behalf of this service, knowing that this service is an expression of all of our consciousness, of all and each and every one of us, all those who have served to make it happen, all of those that are sitting here in the sanctuary. Wherever we are one in this one. We are creators of our lives. And so as we acknowledge and know this ribbon of love, that is just so beautifully and effortlessly flowing through our lives, we know that that love is revealed in each and every one of us. And it is revealed in this service today. That love is expressed so beautifully through Reverend Lezli as she speaks that message of truth and love and unity. It is expressed through our guest artist, Glenn Swain, and all of every component, each and every one of us, an important part of creating this very moment. Such a beautiful expression of revealing the power of love and knowing that we are NVC. I'm so grateful to know this truth of harmony and oneness. And I release this into the action of the law, knowing it is already done, as I know this with every cell in my being to be the truth. And we anchor this truth by saying together, so it is.
So it is.
Do you feel calmer, clearer, ready to receive? Thank you for sharing your presence during the ringing of the gong, the chant, and the opening prayer. Because together, you've created this wonderful atmosphere, this openness for everyone, online and here in the sanctuary, to receive that inspiration and love that's here for each one of you. So welcome to New Vision Center. My name is Sue Powell, and I'm delighted to be your host today. It's been a while since I've been up here. So it's a beautiful, cool, and rainy day here in Phoenix. I've had this song in my head going, I love a rainy night. So I welcome all of you, both here in the sanctuary and online, and anyone who's new as well. Thank you for being here, because your presence really, truly matters to us. So I'd like to take an opportunity to tell you more about who we are here at New Vision Center. And first of all, we're a radically inclusive community. That means you are accepted and welcome here just as you are. You don't have to be perfect. You are perfect, actually. You may not feel like you are, but you are welcome just as you are. And we have some powerful statements that guide everything we do here at New Vision Center. We have a vision, and I invite you to join me in reading that aloud together. Revealing the power of love. So that vision guides all that we do here. But how do we reveal the power of love? Well, we have a mission. So I invite you to join me in reading that aloud. We teach spiritual living, and we live spiritual teaching. So one way that we reveal the power of love through spiritual teaching is through our wonderful community outreach community. And so I'd like to invite Sherry Cody up to the platform to share who our fourth quarter partner is.
Thanks, sir. Good morning. Can you believe it's the fourth quarter? Well, Outreach has been preparing for this, and our fourth quarter partner is Foster Alliance. So the team has been working with project lead Rosalie Wick, and we are launching next Sunday. So I'd like you just for a moment to think about the people who are willing to be foster parents. They may get a call in the middle of the night, and they have opened their hearts and opened their home and their arms to receive a toddler that may come to them with nothing more than a diaper. Foster Alliance has shared with us that the toddler age group is increasing, and this essential supplies for them just fly off the shelves. So MVC is stepping in, and we are collecting beginning next Sunday toddler sizes 2 to 5, maybe 6, diapers, and since we're covering Christmas this year, new toys. So we know it's the expo next Sunday. Rosalie will be in the lobby. The outreach box will be there. So as you come to shop for Christmas gifts, if you'd like to bring a gift to donate to the Foster Alliance and the children that are so in need, think about doing that. There will be a QR code for all of you online if you're interested in donating. We will have that by the next newsletter. So we just know that MVC is going to wrap these kiddos in their families, in love and light, in everything that we provide to them. And we thank you in advance for your support. Thank you.
Thank you, Sherry. It's an outreach organization that we have supported before, and it's a very rewarding ministry. So now that you know more about who we are and how we show up in the world, I would like to take a moment to welcome anyone who may be here for the first time, here in the sanctuary or online. And if you are here for the first time, we would like to celebrate you and acknowledge the choice that you made to do something different today. So in a moment, I'll invite you to stand. And I also want you to know that if it's not a comfortable thing for you to do, we love you just the same, and you can receive the applause just as if you were standing. So at this time, anyone who is new, visiting us for the first time, would you please stand? So my invitation to any of you who are new or newer is that I'll be out in the lobby after service at our welcome table, and I have a welcome packet and a welcome gift for you, so come see me. Today we have a video for our inspirational sharing, and it's coming from the perspective of New Vision Center as a spiritual entity. It's truly something special, so join me in watching it.
I am New Vision Center for Spiritual Living. I have been here for 36 years, not as a building, but as a living presence, a spiritual home for those seeking truth, healing, and connection. In the beginning, a handful of visionaries gathered with open hearts and bold dreams. They saw a possibility, and they built me with love, prayer, and purpose. I've welcomed thousands through my doors. I've held celebrations, tears, awakenings, and transformations. Something has shifted recently, something beautiful. I'm no longer led by a few, I'm led by many. The people who call me home now shape me with their gifts. They give me their time, their talent, their treasure, their creativity. They plant flowers in my garden, paint walls with meaning, and bring life to every corner of my campus. My peace and meditation garden is a sanctuary of stillness. My oneness wall reflects the sacred truth that we are all connected. Every act of beautification is a reflection of the love that lives here. I have become a community-led center, and I am proud of that. I share my campus with many diverse groups who come to gather, to celebrate, to heal. I've opened my arms wider, welcoming new voices, new rhythms, new possibilities. I've expanded online, reaching hearts far beyond the Valley of the Sun. I've connected with other New Thought organizations, building bridges of collaboration and shared purpose. And now I stand at the edge of something new. With the possibility of selling my north lot, I can focus more fully on what I am here to do. Reveal the power of love, welcome new seekers, serve more communities, and to soar. This is a beautiful moment in time, a new chapter filled with clarity, purpose, and joy. I am New Vision Center for Spiritual Living. This is my story, and it's just getting started. And you matter in the creation of this next chapter. Who is NVC?
Thank you, Tom, for that wonderful inspiration. So we are so blessed with our music ministry, the Divine Groove, and today's featured artist. Please help me welcome Glenn Swain.
Morning, everyone. We are going to get up and do a rain dance. Together we stand, divided we fall. Come on now, people, let's all get on the ball and work together. Come on, let's work together. Because together we will stand, every boy, girl, woman, and a man. Now when things go wrong, as they sometimes will, when the road that you travel seems all uphill,
Let's work together. Come on, let's work together.
Because together we will stand, every boy, girl, woman, and man. 2 or 3 minutes, 2 or 3 hours, what does it matter in this life of ours?
Let's work together. Come on, let's work together.
Because together we will stand, every boy, girl, woman, and man. Work together, Jack. Yeah, together we stand, divided we fall. Come on now, people, let's all get on the ball.
Let's work together. Come on, let's work together.
Now, people, because
Together we will stand, every boy, girl, woman, and man.
yeah,
Together we will stand, every boy, girl, woman, and man.
What a great kickoff. How are you enjoying Stewardship Month? Right? You know, some centers don't like to talk about money or abundance. They kind of skirt around it. That's not how we roll at MVC, is it? We just go right at what we want. We've talked about our theme, Dancing with the Richness of Life, which Reverend Karen Russo gave us a beautiful start to. And we've talked about how to attain that abundant mindset on the inside of ourselves with Reverend Karen Einhaus. And so we're done, right? See, the thing is, we tend to do life with other people. There are other people involved in our experience. And so it's important that we learn how to work with our abundance teams. And it requires interdependence. It requires leaning into one another. And we have our slide that shows kind of the cycle of our talks as we move through this week. And it starts with Dancing with the Richness of Life, and it moves to Going Within. And this week we're on Together, in those small groups of people with whom we walk life. Our family, our circle of friends, our work teams. We have all these groups, right? That really, if the group doesn't flourish, we don't flourish. And so we have to take that wonderful abundance mindset and walk it out with other people who may not go to the New Vision Center and may never have heard of Ernest Holmes or New Thought. I think it's getting hard to find anybody who hasn't heard of affirmations or abundance or manifesting, right? Thanks to what I call the Oprah effect. It has rippled through the world. But we get to open up to what it's like to work through these ideas with other people. And luckily, we have this beautiful little pattern that was set out by Reverend Dr. Catherine Ponder, who's a Unity minister who wrote, 7 million books approximately, 6 million of them on various forms of abundance. She's a wonderful resource if you're looking to, especially with audiobooks, if you just want to have that voice in your ear of abundance, look up some Catherine Ponder. She's good stuff. But she gave us this pattern, and it looks like this. She says, it's having a plan and expanding it consciously. It's mentally imagining that plan is fulfilled and constantly affirming it as perfect fulfillment. Easy, right? Until you add in the other people. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. Having a plan. Well, that's work even when it's just our own selves, right? We have to really be able to look at what is going in our favor so far. Where are the spaces where we need to create something that will work in a stronger way? What part of ourselves are we willing to put on mute, or at least turn down the volume? You know, the voices in your head going, this will never work. No one believes you. You're a crazy lady. You know, all those voices. Is it just me? Perhaps it's just me, and that's fine. Step one of having a plan in a group is to come to an agreement on what success means for that group. You know, in family, what makes for a happy and prosperous life? What does that mean? I know in the group participation activities where I have not felt successful, almost always it came down to that we did not agree on what success looked like. We didn't agree on the pace, we didn't agree on the outcome, we didn't agree on how we were gonna get there. We just had different ideas, and that's okay. But you wanna make sure that before you launch any of your abundance teams, that you've come up with something that you are all willing to work toward. Yeah? This can mean catching a vision together. Now, there's the colloquial meaning of that, right? Like we all just got on the same boat and started rowing, and we agreed we were heading to San Juan. I wonder how that's gonna work. However, there's a deeper meaning to the word vision, to catch a vision. It's more than an idea, it's a spiritual idea. And it's a practice. You can do it yourself, you can do it in small groups. You can make it very religious with languaging. You can make it not very religious with languaging if you so choose. But the idea is, what does spirit, the universe, what's the biggest idea out there for our team? If this is new news to you, that there is such a thing called visioning, perhaps you will check out the visioning class that practitioner Rachel Sartori is going to teach starting in just a few weeks. It can guide you through what it's like to catch a vision with someone. Creating this vision, creating this plan is not onboarding everybody to your idea and convincing them why your idea is the idea. Now, let's take a moment of, but I really like my idea. I bet you do. I bet it's a good idea. It involves listening as well as talking. And it often means listening more than talking. So we take a breath, because that can be challenging. But guess what? Everybody on your team, in your circle, in your work cohort, in your volunteer project, everyone on your team has just as many good ideas as you do. And at least one of them has something better. Breathe again. I know that's hard. There is brilliance surrounding you. There is a reason you landed where you are with the people who you landed with. What if we acted like that? If this is difficult for you, if this is new news, perhaps you would like to check out the remaining 3 sessions of Revealing the Power of Love Through Effective Communication that our Leadership Council President, Nancy Harkins, is facilitating. It's love offering. You have no excuses. When we're catching a vision together as a group, everybody has to be on board. And when we can hear each other, when we can let those big ideas wash through without focusing on shooting them down so my idea wins, that's just me, right? Yeah, figured. It opens us up to this new way of operating where we trust that spirit as each one of us is bringing just exactly what is needed in any conversation. Here at New Vision Center with leadership, we often work through a process that we call consensus. And it is slow. And it can sometimes be just a titch painful. But what it guarantees is that by the time we are complete, every single person in the group is on board with what is chosen. And we ask ourselves 3 questions. And I really invite you to take these 3 questions into your life, whether you use them in a group or just in your own heart. The first one, does it fit the vision? See, you have to have the vision first, right? But does it fit the vision? And the second one, is the motive pure? And that's really something you decide on the inside of yourself, right? Am I on board? Am I getting along to get along? Or am I really in this? And the third one, does it feel forced? Is it not ready yet? Is it a little half-baked? Does it need some space? Does it fit the vision? Is the motive pure? Does it feel forced? And if everyone in the group can answer yes, if it's the vision, yes, the motive is pure, no, it does not feel forced, now you know you're in the same boat. Now you know you're heading in the right direction. Is it as easy as somebody just saying, I'm the mom and I win? No. But in a way it is, because I've done my share of I'm the mom and I win. I've done my share of because I say so. I've done my share of I'm the minister. That just doesn't work here because the way we do things, but I tried, man. But later on, there's not the meeting of the teenagers in the bedroom about how much mom sucks. There's not the meeting in the parking lot of the other team member saying somebody has to shut her down, she's a control freak. There aren't the quiet backing out of, oh, I was going to be on that team, but now I'm not because it's just kind of not my thing, right? In the big picture, it is easier. Everyone coming together with full hearts and full minds just works better. And it works better whether you're planning prosperity in the form of actual money, or prosperity and abundance in the form of a beautiful community event that everyone feels connected in, or whether it's a girls' trip to Cancun. Woo! There are like 3 people coming. I hear who you are. So that's having a plan and expanding it consistently, like continuing to go back to it. Is this still the plan? Is it time to shake it up? You know who the shaker-upper is in our community? Reverend Karen Ninehouse. Every trip. She comes back and says, okay, we need to do this differently. We're all going to do a little bit less, and we're going to be really, really calm and chill. Spirit's going to guide us. It's awesome. And here are the 14 things I thought of that we're going to add to the schedule. And they're great ideas. And so I do my breathing, and I get on the boat because they're great ideas. So once we have the plan set, now we have to mentally imagine the plan as fulfilled, as beautifully fulfilled, right? This is using our clarity, our imagination, our mental power to see through to the end of the plan and know that it is done beautifully. We've all done this. We've all either planned a wedding, completed an education, set a goal, built a business, and seen it to fruition, yeah? So we know it's possible. We know that we can do this. And so can everybody on your team. But can they connect to seeing this plan you're baking together? Can they move through? You know that you're in a little bit of trouble when, okay, journey with me. You're with your team and you see a commercial on the TV, and on the TV is someone eating a big old bowl of Lucky Charms. You know, Lucky Charms, cereal. The marshmallows make the little squeak sound when you bite into them. It's good stuff. And your friend says, oh, must be nice. I'm never going to have that. You're a little perplexed, right? You say, well, you can get it at the grocery store. Like, they have them at all of them, pretty much, except for Sprouts, maybe. So you could have that. You could totally have that. No, that's for rich people. I'm not that. It's like $4 for the little box, right? Maybe $6.99 for the big one. I think you could swing it if you wanted to, have some Lucky Charms. If that's your priority, you have issues. Spending $6 on cereal in this economy? You could use your free will your freedom. You could choose that. You could maybe not buy a different cereal that week and have some Lucky Charms. I just don't believe I can have that. It just doesn't fit who I am. You could redefine who you think you are. It's not for people like me. It's for the beautiful people. I'm not worth Lucky Charms. And scene. It sounds silly, but only because I use Lucky Charms. If I had put a certain kind of car, or a certain kind of handbag, or that trip to Cancun, the whole story would be the same, wouldn't it? Because people get in their head what they're allowed to have as the person they see themselves being and what they're not allowed to have, which is very different than making a choice, using that freedom. What we're talking about here is called a mental equivalent. It's the biggest expression that you can relate to in a certain field that you think you can really have. So none of us have a hard time believing we can have Lucky Charms, right? What about that new Mercedes? Maybe, right? What about that new jet that Jeff Bezos just bought? Like, kind of the most I can get to there is maybe I could get on that jet. I don't know how, but I can see a way in the world that I might end up on that jet for some reason. Go somewhere fun, do a cool thing. What about that multiple billions of dollars that Jeff Bezos has? Does that feel authentically available to you? Wherever you jumped off this train, that's your mental equivalent. Now, the good news is it's not static. It doesn't stay the same. It's not like you're born and you're given middle class, and you're born and you get upper middle class, and you're born and you get filthy frickin' rich. That's not how it works. It's a thought. It's a thought process. And we can increase our mental equivalent by playing little games. I've shared this up here before, but I think it's worth saying again. Reverend Dr. Michelle Medrano says, if you spot it, you got it. Like, if you can see it out there in the world, then you can have it. It's within you to see it, because if it wasn't for you, you wouldn't even perceive it. There are billions and billions of kind of handbags in the world. Why can I spot a Birkin from like 100 yards away? I can. I know it. I sense it. There are a million kinds of cars, but I bet you see the one you want everywhere, right? In the right color. And every time you think, man, I wish I could have one of those, it's like the Lucky Charms, right? It's like the Lucky Charms. Do you prioritize that? Are you open to it appearing in an unusual way? So this is a game for us, but it's also something that we can help the rest of the members of our teams get on board with. Gently, softly. And my favorite way to do that is to say, I used to think like that. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I used to think like that. And I've shifted it a little bit. Maybe I'll shift it even more, because it feels good to obtain the thing, the experience, the relationship, the job, the academic accomplishment that I thought wasn't for me back in the day. At 38, with 5 kids, 4 of them still at home, I did not think a master's degree was for me in that moment. Spirit had a different idea, and I'm brave enough to go along. Perhaps you are the one with the different idea in your abundance team, whichever one you're thinking of now, to open up to that bigger thing and gently invite your friends along. Ernest Holmes wrote in the book, Your Invisible Power, how much life, abundance, truth, beauty can we mentally entertain? This is the measure of our possible experience. This is the mold of acceptance. The infinite fills all molds and flows forever into new and greater ones. It's the unborn possibility of limitless experience. We give birth to it. We bring it forth. Spirit doesn't care a whit about big or small. There's a wonderful essay in Living the Science of Mind where Ernest says there's no more life in an ant than an elephant. Spirit does not know big and small. It just knows yes. It just knows yes. If this is a spot where you struggle, this is a great topic to take for a one-on-one paid session with a practitioner to help. And the reason practitioners are so helpful on this topic in particular is because we don't know what is true and what is a story we made up. It's a function of the human brain. We just don't. Especially when it's emotional. We get all revved up. You tell yourself something 150, 250 million times, and it becomes your truth. But practitioners can see through what you think is true to the falsehood underneath. They can see through it. They can remind you, and you'll know they're reminding you, even in like casual conversation when they say things like, that's a story. Or it sounds like you're really convinced about that. If you're ready to not be convinced, call a practitioner and make an appointment. One of the best things I ever did was respond to a call like this from the platform and made that call and started my practitioner experience that led me into becoming a practitioner and then a minister. There's something magic about somebody being able to see through the blinders you've put on yourself. So that is the mentally imagining that plan as fulfilled and inviting your team on the process. And then finally, we have constantly affirming its perfect fulfillment, constantly affirming it, going over that plan regularly for that constant expansion. Are we all still in the same boat? Because sometimes one of your team members has been creeping a leg over the edge of the boat, tootsies are in the water, and you've not noticed. And so then you have a great conversation. And maybe they're ready to be off the boat. And maybe that's okay. And maybe the boat can turn just a little bit to incorporate them back in. And maybe there's a misunderstanding going on and you just need to have the conversation again. Make sure that you're checking in about your plan, the big plan, regularly. The next one, I call it rowing together. You know, you're in the boat and we're rowing together. And how do we make sure we're rowing together? And it's practicing together, spiritual practice, whatever that means in your context. I'm not telling you to take spiritual mind treatment into the boardroom. But you may have noticed that there are ways to talk about this without saying the red light words. You can leave God at home. You can leave all the triggering language at home and just say, hey, what's a phrase we could use to pull ourselves back when we're off track? That's an affirmation, but we don't have to say that word. If it's family, if it's people that are open to practice, you can meditate together. You can be prayer partners together. You can have affirmations all over your wall. Have you guys noticed how many places we have words and phrases up on walls here on this campus? Because we're seeking to have that shared plan and row together. And what is our plan? It's revealing the power of love. How? Through teaching spiritual. I was going to say, I think you guys know this. We just said it. Teaching spiritual living and living spiritual teaching. And how much is the whole group on board? Let's try again. I think we're a little bit more on board than that. How much is the whole group on board? Yes, yes. Yeah, we need an enthused community if we're community-led. We need you guys in this thing. And then the final step as a team is to act from this truth you've discerned rather than fear. Because sometimes we get ourselves all worked up with the great plan, and when it's time to go, somebody's like, but that's going to cost a lot. That sounds like a lot of work. Who's going to take care of the schmubbity-schmub? I don't want to get stuck with everything. Yeah? Only teams I've been on? You guys are really good. I've heard of it happening. I've heard of it happening. It can rise up in us like, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. And when it does, I invite you to take a breath and remember the truth behind your plan. Ernest said it this way in Know Yourself. He said, riches, and we're going to expand this to all kinds of richness, riches are not good if one is afraid to use them, or if they pile up so that they become cumbersome. The only thing that is of any good in life is the thing that is being used. The divine intends us to have abundance, but abundance must be accepted and used. And used. This is the law of circulation, right? It comes in, we are grateful, we share, we are grateful, it comes in, we are grateful, we share, we are grateful. Please don't be like me, who scrimped and saved to buy a bottle of La Mer cream. The 5 people in the room are like, ooh, ooh. And it was at a time where that was a major expense for me, and I used it so sparingly and so carefully that it went bad before I used it all. Don't do that. Use it. It's of no good to you if you do not use it. So here's the call of action. Pick a team. Pick any of your teams, the one that most lights you up in this moment, and start working on that plan. Where are we moving as a team together? What's the exciting forward momentum? And move through these 3 steps. Make the plan, mentally imagine it as fulfilled, and continue to affirm it. Who's on board? Yeah. Thank you, my MVC team. Let us take this into some prayer as we just open up into the goodness that always is right where we are, that is pure abundance, ever giving of itself to its creation, which is everyone and everything, including everyone within the sound of my voice. That is the place of yes, the mechanism of the universe to bring forth the new. It's my truth. Absolutely. I am one of the created. And it is the truth of everyone who hears this prayer. Each of us made perfect, whole, and complete in the light of divine goodness, with that abundance and that creativity built right into who we are. Ah, how good it is to know this truth. And so from this place, I just speak my word, knowing that every heart that brought something into this sanctuary, something to work on, that spirit is a yes to the resolution. That every medical condition or diagnosis that is being met with the yes of beautiful healing. That every fear is met with love. That every moment of anger is met with peace. That every place of stagnation is met with energy and fresh new ideas to reinvigorate life. This is where it starts, in the inside of each one of us. And as we open up our arms to create these teams, these powerful circles of abundance of all good things, life just gets richer. And I'm grateful to know this truth for and with each one, to know that there's no one outside of that great arm reach of spirit. We are held, it is good. And so I just release this word into the action of universal law, knowing it's been saying yes the whole darn time. So we just feed in that goodness and watch it come forth. And we let it be and say, and so it is.
I believe kids ought to stay kids as long as they can. Turn off the screen, go climb a tree, and get dirt on their hands. I believe we gotta forgive and make amends, 'cause nobody gets a second chance to make new old friends. I believe in working hard for what you got, even if it don't add up to a hell of a lot. I believe most people are good and most mamas ought to qualify for sainthood. I believe most Friday nights look better under neon or stadium lights. I believe you love who you love. Ain't nothing you should ever be ashamed of. I believe this world ain't half as bad as it looks. I believe most people are good. I believe those streets of gold are worth the work, and I'd still want to go even if they were paved in dirt. I believe that youth is spent well on the young, 'cause wisdom in your teens would be a lot less fun. I believe if you just go by the nightly news, your faith in all mankind would be the first thing you lose. I believe most people are good, and most mamas ought to qualify for sainthood. I believe most Friday nights look better under neon or stadium lights. I believe you love who you love. Ain't nothing you should ever be ashamed of. I believe this world ain't half as bad as it looks. I believe most people are good. I believe that days go slow and years go fast, and every breath's a gift, the first one to the last. I believe most people are good, and most mamas ought to qualify for sainthood. I believe most Friday nights look better under neon or stadium lights. I believe you love who you love. Ain't nothing you should ever be ashamed of. I believe this world ain't half as bad as it looks. I believe most people are good. I believe most people are good. I believe most people are good.
Oh, how good it is to feel into that space where the gratitude has all flowed in and you feel all filled up. I'm feeling like that today. How about you? Ah. And as the New Vision Center said, all by itself, which is a new experience, we are community-led, we are community-funded, we are community-created, and we are community-sustained. And boy, what a wonderful way to be. And that means we get the opportunity to step into the practice of the law of circulation by continuing to give, yes, our service, our brilliance, our time, our energy, and our financial gifts to make sure that this building and these wonderful people who serve are here for the next wave of people who've never heard this brilliant way of living. And so keeping in mind that we have beautiful receptacles to the front, and if you are here in the Tatum campus, we will have some wonderful singing of a favorite beloved song while people come forward to put in these receptacles either a financial gift or an auto tither card, which are found on the backs of your seats, or what I like to call good juju, you know. Participate in the way that fits for you today. Our online campus, you should be seeing a link popping up that guides you on how to do the very same thing online. And please do also send your good juju, your prayers, your high intentions. So I invite you to hold whatever is yours to give this day to your heart and repeat after me. This gift I give is love in action. I give it with joy. I know that I'm blessed. So I gratefully give. And I speak a word of blessing over every gift and every giver, every moment of service, every prayer, every positive thought, and every penny, knowing that it blesses both the giver and the receiver, and that it ripples out from New Vision Center into the Valley of the Sun and beyond, because good is always expanding. How good to be a part of it. And so it is.
Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 I'm so grateful.
Ah, what a great message, Reverend Lezli. Thank you so much for so many ideas for your abundance team. And I just want to put a plug in for the thing that I did, the investment that I made in myself when I booked a practitioner session has paid dividends far beyond what I could ever imagine. It's a time where you can be heard, seen, held in love, acknowledge your story, and see the deeper truth that's behind all of that. So as a practitioner, I'm very passionate about that. And on behalf of all practitioners, you can find us online on our website under practitioner support, and you can pick up a business card out in the lobby. So make an appointment with any one of us. We'd love to serve you. Okay, so speaking of abundance teams, talk about the Divine Groove. We have multiple artists doing multiple things. Jackie Lee playing piano, tambourine, vocals, Vic Kottner on bass, Fred Allwig on drums, Jack Saba on guitar, our own very own Larry Hartstein on keyboard, Frank Smith, piano, saxophone, and our beloved music director. Thank you all. I'd also like to thank Glenn Swain and his guitar for our guest artist. And Robert Haynes, our community song leader today. All right, so we have a very special gala, fancy night coming up in November, and we are accepting items for our silent auction, any upscale items. And time's running short because all auction donations must be received by next Sunday. So a week from today, October 19th, you can use the QR code on your Keep Me sheet to register your donation, or speak with the concierge in the social hall today, and then Marty Stevens will follow up with you to work out the details. All right, how about the youth and family? We invite them to join us.
Good morning. So today our affirmation is, I have a powerful light within me. And we talked about how God made us perfect just the way we are. And we have that special light in us. And when we share it with the world, we're not only brightening ourselves, but we're brightening each other as well. And so we read the rainbow fish and learned how the rainbow fish shared his scales and brightened the world of the other fish. And they each made a rainbow fish. So Kyla is going to read our prayer.
God is perfect. I am perfect just the way I am.
I know when I share my light,
I know when I share my light,
it feels good.
it feels good.
I am grateful to be who I am.
I am grateful to be whom I am.
I release this prayer.
I release this prayer, and so it is.
And on Sunday, November 9th, we would like to invite you all for a special youth and family service where our youth will be sharing with you on how to glow up, how to discover your light within. So we hope you can join us.
Thank you, Audrey. So at this time, I would like to invite our ministers and practitioners in service onto the platform. And as they are making their way here, just a reminder, we do have our prayer zone off to my right here in the sanctuary right after service. And if you are seeking prayer today, I invite you to see Maureen, who will be over there and can connect you with one of the practitioners to pray with you. Okay, so please stand for the peace song.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as our power. Loved ones all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and now it begins with me.
So please repeat after me this closing affirmation. Something wonderful is happening through me right now. Something wonderful is happening through me right now. It is this thing called life. It is this thing called life. Life is in my mind. Life is in my body. Life is all that I am. I claim it. I am it. Thank you, life. And so it is.
I am a light.
I am a light.
I am a light.
I am a light.
In this world.
In this world.
In this world.
In this world.
I am a light.
I am a light.
I am a light.
I am a light.
In this world.
In this world.
In this world.
In this world.
This is the place.
This is the place.
This is the time.
This is the time.
Let it shine. Let it shine. I see the joy.
I see the joy.
I see the joy.
I see the joy.
In this world.
In this world.
In this world.
In this world.
I see the joy.
I see the joy.
I see the joy.
I see the joy.
In this world.
In this world.
In this world.
In this world.
This is the place.
This is the place.
This is the time.
This is the time. Let it shine. Let it shine.
living love every day.
Living love every day.
I'm 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 living love every day.
Spreading peace along the way.
Spreading peace along the way.
Right time,
Right time,
right place.
right place. Living
Love every day. We are the light.
We are the light.
We are the light.
We are the light
In this world.
in this world.
In this world.
In this world.
We are the light.
We are the light.
We are the light.
We are the light
In this world.
in this world.
In this world.
In this world.
This is the place.
This is the place.
This is the time.
This is the time.
Let it shine. Let it shine. This is the place.
This is the place.
This is the time.
This is the time.
Let it shine.
Let it shine.
This is the place.
This is the place.
This is the time.
This is the time.
Let it shine.